What's a rule at your school that everyone absolutely hates? My friend Nathan had spent the last 2 weeks ranting about this girl he liked. Every time we hung out, he'd literally describe every detail about her. And I swear he'd call her for 6 or 7 hours every night. He had his phone glued to his hand between classes. During lunch, all we'd hear is, "She's so smart. She laughed at my joke. Bro, I think I'm gonna marry her." I was happy for him. Honestly, she seemed cool. And Nathan needed a win after his last situationship ended with her getting jealous he was talking to his own cousin. One day we're in history class, and Mr. Peterson is droning on about the Civil War like anyone cared. Nathan's phone buzzes. He pulls it out under the desk. Starts typing with this goofy grin plastered on his face. I whispered, "Dude, put it away." He ignored me, fully locked in on whatever she just sent. Then Mr. Peterson appeared out of nowhere like a teleporting mall cop. Snatched the phone right out of Nathan's hand mid-text. "What's so important that you can't pay attention in my class?" Nathan went pale. Not nervous pale, death row pale. Mr. Peterson looked at the screen, and his entire face shifted. Angry to confused to absolutely furious in like 2 seconds. He squinted at the phone, then at Nathan, then back at the phone. "Is this Emily?" The room went silent. Nathan stammered. Yeah, why?" Mr. Peterson's jaw clenched so hard I thought his teeth were about to shatter. "That's my daughter." The class erupted. Someone gasped so loud it echoed. Another kid whispered, "No way." I just sat there trying not to laugh because Nathan looked like his soul had been ripped out of his body and thrown into a wood chipper. He tried to explain. "Sir, I swear I had no idea. She never mentioned her last name. We just met on Instagram. I didn't know." Mr. Peterson was not hearing it. He pocketed the phone, walked back to his desk, and said, "We'll discuss this after class." Nathan sat there frozen for the rest of the period like a mannequin in a horror movie. We thought that was the end of it. Embarrassing. Sure, but survivable. Nope. The next week, we all got called to an assembly. The entire school crammed into the auditorium, confused as hell. Then Mr. Peterson walked on stage with a full PowerPoint presentation titled "The Dangers of Social Media in Schools." He had slides, screenshots of Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, stock photos of teenagers looking at their phones with captions like, "Are they safe?" He went on this rant about predatory behavior, inappropriate contact, and digital responsibility. Everyone just sat there like, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." Then the principal stood up. Effective immediately, phones are no longer allowed in classrooms. They must stay in lockers or be confiscated. The auditorium groaned so loud it sounded like a concert crowd booing. Kids were furious. Someone yelled, "This is unconstitutional." Another kid stood up and said, "My mom needs to reach me." The principal just shrugged and walked off stage like he didn't just ruin everyone's year. Nathan got detention for a week. Emily wasn't allowed to talk to him anymore, and now the entire school hated him. Kids glared at him in the hallways. Someone wrote "Thanks Nathan" on his locker in permanent marker. Another kid threw a crumpled paper at him that just said, "You ruined everything." I thought the worst part was that he didn't even get to take her on a date. But the next week, she got with his best friend.